Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm JB3 and this is FIFA 19 Career Mode Youth Edition with Morecambe FC, and we come down to the final episode of the regular season in Season 1 in League 2. And a win will get Morecambe a safe passage to the Newport County playoffs. So we need to get a win in this final game of the season in order to get in. We're tied with three different teams at the bottom of the playoffs, so we're currently in 7th, only 1 point above Crawley Town, so we need to beat Newport County in order to get in. It's going to be super imperative. We don't want to rely on these other teams for any help, so we're going to jump into this first game and hopefully make the playoffs for the second game of the episode. So we're here for our final game against Newport County AFC at the Globe Arena. We come out in front of a packed house, hoping to get a win to move us on into the playoffs for promotion. We are super close. The table's tight. 3 teams tied with 67 points. We are 5 goals off the goal differential, so we would really need to put some home and win big in this one to even make that a conversation. So it's going to come down to points. Crawley Town 1 point below us. 3 teams tied with 67. We need to get this win. Awazi's going to need to stand big in the net. We're going to stand with what's become our better offensive lineup, I'd say, in our 3-5-1 or 3-4-1-2. It's kind of like an offset lineup, but that's all right. It's supposed to be a 3-5-2, but with Romano being a little bit more forward in a cam position, with Moses and Park up front, Moses just seems to have the pace, seems to be adding to the offense, keeping the back line in check for the opposition. This way they can't stand up and stand tall against Park with just being the solo man forward. Newport County will line up in we'll take a minute to see after we see all the players on the team. It will be a 5-3-2. They're getting forward a little bit, so we're going to have to be careful on defense. We might have to drop in, make sure we don't let anyone behind. They are playing a little bit more forward than a lot of teams that we've seen in the 4-4-2, but we will get this game underway.
A lot of build-up. Finally, we're underway for the game itself.
Gomez gets it to Park. Park holds up. Throws it back to Adebola. Adebola runs it on the Park so he can get some run. Park goes bar down on the first shot. Moses there off the bar on the header, but Moses follows his own rebound. 2 minutes into the game, we are up 1-0 Morecambe FC in the final game of the season. And what a way to start. Park takes the first strike off the bar. Moses takes the header off the bar, but stays with it, gets the rebound in, and puts the header home. And that's why we have 2 men up front. Look at that rebound, comes off high. Moses tries to head it in, comes off high again, but beats the center back and just taps it in for the first goal of the game for Morecambe FC.
Spectacular.
Adebola lays it off to Sarek. Into Moses. Moses gets the shot off, goes for his second, but tapped away by the Newport County keeper. Goes out for a corner for Morecambe FC. We're going to try and pick out Cabral here. We get him. Header. Oh, but punched away by the keeper.
Might be needed again. He didn't hang on to the ball. It's a chance.
Romano gets it into Park. Park tries to get around the defense, gets it to Eldahani. Eldahani gets the cross into Moses. Moses takes the strike. Oh, and the keeper's there to make another save. Oh, man, that was close. Gomez gets it to Adebola. Cabral turns it over. Oh, final minutes of the first half. Magnuson's going to need to chase him down. Gets in the way of it. Matt goes wide for Newport County, and their first offensive buildup comes in the final part of the half. Cabral gets it out to Eldahani. It's time running down in the first half. Park will try to get it, but turns it over. Final minutes of extra time. Cooper builds it up. Newport County will get one last build up, and they'll turn it over. Magnuson will control it, and we'll go into halftime. We strike early. We've struck often. We just got to put a couple more home. The keeper has been in great form keeping us out. We should be up 3 or 4-0, but Moses gets it in that rebound goal in the first couple minutes of the half, and we go in 1-0. So we'll make our first change. Romano will come off for Jordan Burns, just trying to get some fresh legs as Romano grows tired and bring some height into that middle. Hopefully maybe we can hit some crosses now with a little extra height. Sheehan gets it into the middle, lays it off to Matt. Matt will try and get it in, does. Oh, and we concede. Oh, I saw it coming a mile away, just couldn't get to it to stop it. Newport County comes off the throw-in and gets it in and ties it 1-1. In the 60th minute, we have some more time to try and get this going. We got to get the offense going. We got to try and beat this keeper. They just come in. He gets in, gets right past, and LeConte just couldn't close down quick enough on him. He was right there.
But when they did get the ball, they moved it forward really quickly. They were ruthless there.
It is level. Both sides have scored here now.
Moses gets it to Gomez. Gomez off to Park. Oh.
The attack had a lot of quality about it until that interception.
Park gets it back to Gomez. Gomez brings it up. Gets it to Burns, who gives it back to Park, who lays it off to Burns. Burns will take the shot, and we answer right back. Burns coming off the bench, answers the bell, and puts it home for another goal. 2-1 Morecambe FC in an absolute must-win to get to the playoffs as time runs down here in the 64th minute of the game. Burns gets in there, quick pass, Park. Burns finds space and rockets home to the bottom of the net, past the goalkeeper. Matt gets it into Semenyo. Gets it right back to Matt on the corner. Throws it right back to him. They're going to be in front of the Waz. He's going to make the tap save and couldn't get it. And we tie 2-2. Final game, absolute must win. And Awazi couldn't get all of the ball. And we're going to have to go. Dolan comes back. Matt blocked. Awazi's there. Oh, and we're going to finish the game. And we tied 2-2. We needed a win. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to need some help from the other teams as we come in. We should have won that game. Just 2 goals that we let up. 11 shots. We really should have beat that keeper probably 3 or 4 times. He played amazing. Moses comes in 8.4. Romano 7.5. Aldaharni 7.2. Awazi 7.4, Cabral 7.7, Magnuson 8.0, LeConte 7.2, Akora 6.6, Adabola 7.2, Gomez 7.3, Sarek 7.2, Jordan Burns 8.0, and Lucas Parkin 8.3. So we come in, and somehow with that tie, we do sneak into promotion playoff. We will face Colchester in the first round of the playoffs. We get super lucky. We should have won that game, but either way, we make it in. We'll face Colchester, and now we need to win these games. No more tying, no more letting up easy goals. Team needs to buckle down, and we need to win to try and get into League One. We also have here a little announcement for Park, who's been playing absolutely amazing. He gets a Player of the Month award for April for League 2. So good for him. Park's been playing really well, and we're happy to see him move on. Also, goalkeeper of the tournament announced is Awazi in net, who's been playing unbelievably. He's the reason we're here in this playoff. We wouldn't have been able to move on without him. So we're happy to see him in as well, playing well and getting the recognition from the league. So before we go on into the playoff round, we're going to do a little bit of admin work. We'll go through. We do have a youth player in Lewis Wilson, who is the center forward that wants out. So let's check him out, see if he's worth bringing in to the senior squad. So Lewis Wilson is wanting out. Has a potential of 80 to 88, central defensive midfielder, but we do have some other ones that are just as good. Walid Qasim is there. We do have Green already, and we do have Adebola. And I just think that overall is not there enough for him to really make a difference in the squad. Has good agility, but that really isn't necessary. Alright passing, but poor marking, really poor marking, and as a defensive midfielder, that's what I'm going to want, so we're going to let him go. So we have our first scout report back in from Argentina, and we do have one player that we'll keep an eye on, Julio Cifuentes is 44 to 60 overall, and 66 to 90 potential as a goalkeeper. Could give us some extra depth. And then we do have Oscar Prado, not great overall and pretty decent potential, so we'll have to keep an eye for another month. We have our first report back in from Mexico, and we do have some decent people that we're going to keep an eye on. Agustina Aguirre, I'm just going to butcher all these names, and I apologize. 48 to 60 overall, 67 to 91 potential. And then that's really about it as of right now, but we'll keep an eye on them for another month. We have our first report back from the Ivory Coast, and we don't have much. We have one decent goalkeeper, but again, we don't really need him, and the potential's not there. So we'll have to wait another month. So the board has come back to us, said we reached our exposure goal for the brand. So great job on the season and accomplishing another objective. Our score for a manager score is up to 96, and we also received $1 million for making it to the League 2 playoffs, additional for our funds for the upcoming year. So we're here at the Globe Arena for the first part of the League 2 playoffs against Colchester United. The fans are in voice, they have the cards, they're decorating the stadium with the crest of Morecambe FC. We get the first part. We need to get a win here. We need to get off to a good start against Colchester United to keep on going. So we line up. We're going to have the same 3-5-2 formation against Colchester, so we're going to need to get some offensive going. We're going to need to stop them from scoring. That's been our problem, those crosses and those turnovers. We're going to have good passing. That's going to be the focus here as we get into the playoffs for promotion into League One. We were shooting for mid-table. We got into the playoffs. Now we need to capitalize. We can't let this opportunity slip by us as we line up for this game, and we'll get it underway.
Especially if that hold.
Gets it into the middle for Romano. Gets for Gomez. Gomez comes around the defense and strikes right at the goalkeeper. Bacante on to Gomez. Gomez tries to drive it in. Gets it right into Moses'. Oh, and Moses sends it wide. Sitting right in front of the box. Gets jittery as the defense gets there and just does a choke job. Could have beat the keeper to go up early 1-0. Gets it into Gomez. Gomez can't take a handle on it in the box. One last rush for Colchester United at the end of the half. Extra time. Adebola breaks it up. Still gets on there, and we do end the half. We get lucky. That was a build-up that was coming up. Lecante takes a yellow card to end it. They'll get one last free kick. It goes in. Headed on to Kent. And that'll do it. We go into the half 0-0. Not a lot of action from either team. Not a lot of offense from either team. Gonna have to try and pick it up, get into that final third, and get some shots at least onto the keeper as we go into the half 0-0 in the first part of the League 2 playoffs. Gomez gets it on to Moses, who finds Romano, who has El Daharni out wide. El Daharni holds it up as he gets around the defender, finds a space. Oh, tipped wide by the keeper, goes out for a corner. El Daharni will be there for the corner. He gets it in. Cabral is there. Cabral can't get a header to it, but it lands at the feet of Sarek as he goes on. It's tipped and cleared. Oh, they get the through ball in. Senior brings it into the middle, and they sky it over the top of the net. Dangerous position for Colchester United. Oh, shit. Turnover. Senior holds it up, looking for an offense. Tries to get a little fancy. but gets the cross to Dickinson, who gets another cross in. Oh, and it's going to be in for Mandrin. Another cross, another turnover, and we let the Colchester United score a goal, and we go down 1-0 in the opening part of the playoff. Oh, just 2 crosses. Magnuson couldn't get back to it. LeConte couldn't cover him, and Mandrin gets in for an easy goal. Cross goes in, middle of it, Magnuson blocks it. Hard shot, LeConte's there to block it again, and it goes out. Kerr brings it up the middle of the field, gets it on to Moses. Moses drives past, can't get past the defense, but gets it into Burns. Burns take a touch. Turned over. Sarek gets it on to Moses. Moses gets it in behind Burns. Burns chips it, and it goes wide. Oh, and a great opportunity goes by us as Burns just can't get it into the back of the net. We do get a cross here, or a corner. Final minutes, Burns sends it in. Moses is there. It goes out wide. And it's going to go saved by Park, but that will be it. We go down 1-0 to Colchester United. Couldn't get much offense going. We do end with 8 shots, 5 on target. Matt Magnuson ends with a 7.6, LeConte a 7.2, Ahmed a 6.1, Adebola a 6.7, Kerr a 7.0, Sarek a 6.6, Burns a 6.1, Park a 5.4, Moses a 7.4, Romano a 6.3, Gomez 7.3, Aldaharni 6.8, Awazi a 6.6, Cabral a 6.8, and that'll do it for us here against Colchester United. So Walid Qasim is looking to get out of his contract, the Saudi Arabian. He's a 55 overall, a 76 to 84 overall. Does have good marking, so we'll bring him in, see if he can grow, see between him and Green who can battle it out to stay in the team. So Walid Qasim, welcome to the team. So, before we go to the second leg of the Colchester United League 2 playoffs, Mateo Fuentes has returned from injury. And that'll be great. Good timing. We can strengthen up our bench and have someone else come off the bench, give us a little bit more depth in the second leg of the League 2 playoffs. So that will do it for us here in this episode, guys. We go down 1-0 at home to Colchester United. We have the second leg coming up here on Sunday in the next episode, so we need to get that win. It's going to decide everything. We need to get some offense going. We need to get some better offense than we did in that last game. And we just need to stop with the turnovers and letting up easy goals. But until next time, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the series, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and then make sure you're commenting. Let me know where you want us to scout and if you want to edit any players or customize them at all. And until next time, guys, have a good one.
Go, 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 go,